On today's retro spot, we're going to be looking at the Batman animated series Bane with body slam, arm action, and venom tube. Oh man. Now, I'm not actually going to open this package. I happen to actually have a loose Bane as well, but I figured I'd show you what it looked like on package. The good old days, eh? The good old days when all that was keeping this figure from being loose was a tiny plastic bubble mildly glued to the cardboard. For anyone growing up and who's in my age bracket, this was the way toys were released. And certainly theft probably was a lot easier because there was very little involved to getting these guys out of their package. It's nothing like what toys are nowadays, where everything is in clamshells. You've got the little wires, or worse, you've got the little clear elastics. But this is how figures used to come out. Wow. We got a picture of nice silhouette of Batman up at the corner there. And we got a picture of Bane holding what looks to be a girder, or like a steel girder, I guess. Down below, Kenner. Another blast from the past, Kenner right there. People that remember Kenner. On the back of the package, as you can see at the top, it shows you how to operate the gimmick. It's as simple as pull the arms back until they lock into place. Place Beam or Batman. Oh man. Figure onto his hands. Press lever on figure's back to body slam Beam or Batman figure. I think Batman's hoping it's going to be the Beam and not him. The other figures in this wave, actually quite an array of figures for this set. There is Power Vision Batman, Ground Assault Batman. We got Anti-Freeze Batman. We've got Bruce Wayne, of course the standard Bruce Wayne turning into Batman. We've got the Ultimate Batman. We've got Mech Wing Batman, Lightning Strike Batman, Night Star Batman, Infrared Batman, Total Armor Batman, Dick Grayson, transform Dick Grayson to Robin. We've got Poison Ivy, Mr. Freeze, Jetpack Joker, Clayface. Ooh, gotta get my breath. Phantasm. We got Arrow Bat as the vehicles, Bat Plane, Hydro Bat, and then of course the Batmobile. And I believe they've actually combined a couple of the sets in here. Like case in point, the Jetpack Joker and the Phantasm were both from the Phantasm line of figures, not necessarily from the original line. Granted, Bane is probably an older or a newer figure from this set, so they probably just showed several figures from different waves. But there you have packaging on Bane. Like I said, I won't open this Bane up because I'll try to keep it, although it's not really mint. I like to try to keep this one on package, but I do have the other Bane loose, so what we'll do is we'll have a look at that figure. So stay tuned, guys. A blast from the past is coming your way. And now that we have the Bane, not necessarily out of his package, but now that we have Bane out on display here, we'll get a better look at the figure. I've got a bit of hair and dust on this. A nice looking figure. I mean, certainly it's old. It is old, so I mean it's not going to be the kind of articulation that you're going to see nowadays. I mean, really, articulation is only in his head. And we've got his legs. He has articulation in the arms, but I'll get into that in a second. It does look like Bane. It certainly looks like Bane from the Batman animated series. I wasn't a fan of the fact that Bane you could see his mouth. I mean, I know from an animator's perspective they had to put the mouth in so you could get character, because I mean, a masked character, you can't get too much expression out of that. So I see what they're saying. I like the Bane much more though from the Gotham Knights, the later Batman series, where he had the studded collar and everything else. There was a Bane figure released from that continuity. The only downside though is it's from the Justice League Unlimited line, so scale-wise it's very small. Certainly for Bane you need him very brooding, very large in size. Just kind of give you guys a size comparison. All I really have right now to show you guys is Two-Face here. Just give you guys a comparison that Bane is quite a bit bigger than Two-Face. Actually, you know what? I have a Batman Unlimited, Justice League Unlimited figure. I had to tough time getting that out. Just give you guys a size comparison. So yeah, Bane is quite a bit bigger than Batman, really, which really, you know, that's the way it should be. As you can see as well, he's got his Venom tube running from his wrist, which you can actually take this off. You can't really take it off here though because it is attached. But it doesn't hinder the arms or the head as much as you would think it is. I mean, you still can move the head pretty easy and there's really no problems whatsoever. Onto the gimmick of this figure. There's a little lever on the back here. And the idea is you raise the arms, you raise these arms up, and you'll see that clicks. So now he's got, and you can do backstand. You can do ho, he ho, ho. But you can have him lock his arms, and I'll get this thing back on. You see what happens when you get silly? You lose track of what you're doing. You get that back on there, and what you can actually do is he does come with a beam, which actually is the same beam that came with the Bizarro figure from Batman animated, or the Superman animated series as well. And what you can do is you can take the beam, I'll just raise the camera up a bit, take the beam and ever so slightly, you have to kind of find the right area where you can get the beam to stay without it falling on you. There we go. And then what you can do, before you drop it actually, press the little lever on the back here and watch the magic. Watch the magic. Here, let me do that again. There we go. And that's all he does. Yes, relies heavy on gimmick, but the figure, I mean, it's not totally ruined. It certainly looks nice on display. Face, like I said, is pretty good, even though I don't like the mouth. But there you have Bane. There you have Bane. It's far superior, I think, than the Justice League Unlimited release of the Bane figure. I really wish the Bane had been a lot bigger than what he was. But that's Justice League Unlimited for you, and that's Mattel. But in the meantime, that was a retro spot. That was a throwback even, but that was a retro spot on the Batman animated series, and we were looking at the original Bane. One of my favorite villains of the Batman. We were looking at Bane. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope that was a blast from the past, and I'll see you guys next time.